fucking speed to get there.
Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm Random Asshole, Chris Steele.
Another Random Asshole, Steele-Rhoads. Welcome to the show.
Hidden Gems?
Hidden Gems. Oh, wow. That's a rough one. Doesn't have to be old, does it?
No.
Alright, I'll just go with, I consider it a hidden gem because I don't know of anybody that talks about it or has fucking talked about playing it, and it's Sniper Elite 4 for the PSN, or for PlayStation 4. I got it for free last month, or this month. One of the months.
Technically last month.
Yeah, dude, such a good game. My God, it's such a good game. I'm addicted to it. It takes about 3 hours to clear a level because you're a sniper trapped behind enemy lines, so you really gotta fucking take your time or you're dead. It's fucking great. It's like human chess with one pawn. Really fucking good, though. So, Sniper Elite 4. What you got?
I think I'll go with a video game. I did Digimon Supercard or whatever.
Digimon Battle Card.
Card Battle or Battle Card.
Yeah. For the phone? That one? Or the one for the...
For the PlayStation 1.
Oh, yeah.
I did that.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Digimon World 3.
You and I, dude, I still love that game. I have such fond memories of playing that fucking game.
2's the one I didn't care for.
Right, but 3 was so good, dude.
1 was good too, but
yeah,
3
was, dude. 3 was
pretty much where you want it.
Yeah, people are still talking about 4.
Like
a legit, like a 4 that's like 3.
They actually have 4 and
what always bothered me about that game was it got such shitty reviews.
Right.
And I'm like, Digimon World 3 is one of the best fucking Digimon games. And it got shit like a 47 out of 100, a 4 out of 10, a 27 out of 40, a 2 out of 5, a 4.9 out of 10. Game Zone gave it a 6.9 out of 10. I'm like, no, that's like a fucking 7 at the very bottom. If
out of 10.
Yeah. 7 out of 10. Very bottom of the fucking, like, as low as I could put that thing.
I'd have to put it like 8.5.
I always leave a lot of room for improvement, and like the other games are way under a 7 that have come since it. They don't pull me in. Maybe it's just my brain state is a little different than it was.
This one.
Than it is now.
It's real good. No jacket for it.
Right. I think they should do an HD remake of Digimon World 3 so the load times are less. Because I can see that like that's the biggest beef that most of them had, where the load times were just unreal. And they were. I mean, let's be legitimate. It was about 5 minutes between fucking some of those times.
But the
gameplay itself was totally worth it. I mean, The same can be said for SmackDown 2. The load times on that were sometimes ridiculous, but it always loaded into something totally worth waiting for.
Yeah. And I hate loading bars.
Me too.
Because they're a lie.
They are. They're a big lie.
You can't go 1 to 99 in 3 seconds and 99 to 100 in 2 minutes.
Right. You're right.
Then you're not.
I like the loading bars that are like you can tell that it's registering files where it's like gone. Like the one for perfect example is WWE 2K19. Like you can tell that it's loading shit because if you drop the entrances, it's like boink 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 boink. You leave entrances on, it's like
Right, yeah,
but then when it gets to the end, you're like, how are you at 98% still? Still. It took you 6 seconds to get to 90%, and like another fucking minute to get to 98%, and now it's taking you another 3 minutes to get from 98 to 100.
That's how it's not loading any different.
Right.
You're not really at this percentage.
Some are, some loading bars are, some aren't. I prefer loading screens where they're like, yes, it's loading, and just give you a little thing that's spinning over here. Like the perfect loading screens are in Skyrim. For any version of Skyrim is amazing because what it'll be is it'll be a statue of something in the game and a little circle down here like it's loading, and then you can like take and spin and like move the thing around and look at it and like it gives you something to do.
All right, so
the online loading for 2K19 is amazing. They just stick you in a random match in an empty arena. You just can beat the hell out of someone and while the shit's loading up. I'm like, why is this not a more used thing?
So, this is a little bit old. It's a month or so old.
Yeah.
But
Still worth talking about.
I just caught it like this past weekend.
And that is?
The Orville.
Oh. What about it?
Season 3 is not going to be on Fox.
Netflix?
Hulu.
Nice. Question. Are you getting the Disney? Are you going to try to get the Disney Plus deal? Because did you see what all is coming in the Disney Plus package?
I'll find it somewhere else.
Seriously, this package is actually stupid worth it if you look at it.
I'll find it somewhere else for free.
Fair enough.
Well, like the DC streaming. I found it somewhere else.
Right. Fair enough. I get it. But when you get the $12.95, which is about what Netflix runs now, package of Disney Plus.
I don't pay for Netflix.
Whatever. You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. All for the same price. So that gives you access to everything Disney and everything on Hulu. Because Disney owns part of Hulu. Now, with that being...
Actually, they own...
Majority of Hulu.
Now they do.
68%, and now it's like up to 70...
No, it was like... They owned like 1/3 of it.
And now they own about 68%, yeah.
Fox owned
the
like
majority.
No,
Fox owned the majority third. Because it was like 29, and then they had like fucking 33, and then there was some offshoots. There's still some offshoots that own shit. Little chunks.
With Disney buying... Or
Fox, they took
Disney buying Fox. They got Fox
majority share.
And put them up to 60 %.
No. Does that make WWE a Disney entity?
No.
No? Because Hulu is a Disney entity and they have a deal? Like, do Disney and WWE now have a deal because of the Hulu thing?
No, I think because, well, you might think that because also SmackDown is moving to Fox.
Yeah, but that's Fox Sports, which is still owned by the initial Fox company. They still own all their networks and shit. They just don't own any of the production aspect of it. They're just distribution. But see, in the Disney program, the Disney Plus thing, you get access to all Star Wars, all Marvel, all Fox Searchlight, all 20th Century Fox. So that's all basically all Marvel, except for Spider-Man and the Hulk. And I'm pretty sure that that Universal's going to go, hey, you can throw Hulk on there. We
don't even want it.
It's not that we don't want it. It's just that more people will probably watch it if it's on your shit than us trying to squeak it in somewhere else. I watched it again recently, and honestly, if it was re-edited, if that original Hulk movie was re-edited...
Edward Norton Hulk.
No. I'm talking the original one that they still own the rights to. I just rewatched that one not too long ago. It's not that bad if they would re-edit the movie. There's one serious flaw that just drags me the fuck out of it every time, and it's the comic book panel shit.
Right.
If they would re-edit that crap out of the movie, the core elements of that movie are really good. They tell a good version of the story.
I agree with that.
Like everything is in place. It's just that editing is garbage.
Going back, they're moving to Hulu because for a bunch of reasons. They wanted to keep this season 2. Mm-hmm. They made a deal where this was limited commercials.
Yeah.
So they could run for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, they want to keep that runtime. That's one of the main things. So Hulu will help with that.
And
they can also lighten up on the censorship.
Another thing is that
Seth MacFarlane and Hulu have a good relationship.
not just that. It's another thing is a lot of sci-fi shows don't last that long because of the production value.
Right.
And
when you have a surefire show like this that's going to cost money to make but still be entertaining nonetheless, you're better off going someplace that's going to throw the money at it.
They get more. You need commercials to generate the money.
Right.
But they want to limit the commercials.
So you go to a subscription service and you
where it's already paid for.
Right. And I think they'll lighten a little bit up on the censorship as well.
Right, but
and they already have a good working relationship with Seth MacFarlane as it is. All of his programs are on there. You can find his cavalcade of comedy on there.
Right.
Like a lot of his one-off shit you couldn't find, like Ted and shit. It was on Netflix. They're like, yeah, we got everything else Seth MacFarlane. Let's just get all of his shit here. He's one of their staples.
Yeah.
Which is totally cool. I love Seth MacFarlane. I like Hulu. Hulu's a good.
It's actually a great fit. Plus, then
it's great competition as well for the Star Trek shows.
So now instead of the Fox logo, it'll be Netflix or Hulu original.
Yeah.
There's not really that much.
No.
Runaways.
Yeah.
And that's gone.
That's getting canned.
That's getting canned because of
the merger.
Well, I was gonna say because of the Disney streaming.
Yeah. Well, because of the merger, like all the other Marvel shows are getting the plug pulled on them.
Wow. They're like, well, I know Disney still owns majority of Hulu, so they actually could technically
just shift it over to Disney Plus or leave it on Hulu.
Just leave it on there because hey.
But see, now you know what's funny. You know who else has a fucking deal with Hulu? The CW, Arrow, Flash, all that is on Hulu. So with Hulu and Disney with Disney owning the majority of Hulu, do you think that we could somehow backdoor in through there?
I know you want to fucking.
It's not
gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen.
It will. It will never happen.
I will not say never. I will not say because one day Warner Brothers and Disney are gonna go, man, we could make a lot of somebody from our generation is gonna go, you know, I know I got some friends over in Disney. Someone at Warner Brothers will be like, I got friends over at Disney, and they're killing it with the Marvel thing. If we do this, we can get half of that fucking play.
So I was watching a video.
I just want a Dark Claw movie. That's all I want.
I know you do.
I'm obsessive about it. I do not. It's the two biggest superhero franchises, the two biggest superheroes in movie form, in one movie, like in one form in a movie. Like, how is this a fail? I don't get it. Like, Batman and Wolverine are two of the, like, if you know Batman or Wolverine are going to be in a fucking movie, even if the movie is trash, Superman versus Batman is proof of this. People will go. If Logan got as many people in the fucking theaters as it did, being a trash movie that it is.
But there's so many people that thought that was a great movie, and
I understand their perspective of why they think it's a great movie. It did a great job of telling that comic book story, but it didn't tell that comic book story. Right. They made it their own and told points of it. They did a great job of, like, wrapping. I find it to be a good wrap up to the Fox universe because everything's dead by the time it's done.
Right.
And it just Marvel can go, okay, we can start fresh. Everything's cool. You know, if you want a complete story, go watch these. If you want them melted in, then shut the fuck up and wait a couple years because we got to get shit straight here. It's casting. I guarantee that's all that's holding up the X-Men and Fantastic Four is the casting. Is they're just like, we don't know who to get.
Get Patrick Stewart back.
Oh, definitely. I'm almost 1,000% sure they will. If they don't,
it's because
Stewart's going to be like, no, I'm doing Picard.
It's going to be CBS has
a contract with
a huge contract, a tight contract with them,
right?
Where he can't do it.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I can see holding it back.
Right.
But even in that case, just so long as they keep Picard bald and British sounding, Just don't make a black Picard or a black Xavier. I don't want another Nick Fury. I liked what they did with Nick Fury. It was great. It was a great change of the character. Now he should be taken seriously.
The comic books changed it first.
I know. Well, yeah, they changed it first because they were trying to wouldn't it be cool if we got Sam Jackson to play Nick Fury? Like the artist on the Ultimates version of Nick Fury was like, wouldn't it be cool if we got Sam Jackson to play Nick Fury? And the
One
editor,
day.
yeah, editor was like, draw him. I don't care. That sounds awesome. Let's do it. Let's turn Nick Fury black. Like, what's the fail? And then Sam Jackson hears about it and is like, I'm in a comic book. I'm playing Nick Fury. Oh hell yeah! They're like, no, we would really like you to play Nick Fury. For real?
Actually, they wanted somebody else to play Nick Fury, and that fell through. And they're like, who we're gonna get to play Nick Fury? Well, the new Nick Fury looks just like
Sam
Jackson. We'll ask him.
You want to do this? Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
All right. So I thinking we'll go straight to
picks. What do you want to do for picks?
All right.
Oh, I love it when you say all right because it means a premise is coming. I love premises. What do we got?
Your top character or comics to get placed in the MCU, not a DC though.
Oh, okay. Comic characters not a part of Marvel, but not a part of non-mainstream characters to get put into the.
Basically, not.
Okay, I've got a great comic universe to get pulled into the MCU.
Oh, you start.
It would be fitting to.
I said comic or character or comic, depending on.
Right. This is a whole comic book franchise. The world of would really do well with going to the MCU and getting like Black Widow is
or Marvel comics.
Slide in Black Widow into the Danger Girl franchise and do a Danger Girl movie where they're basically all trained by Black Widow, because they always our training. They never show how they got trained, and Black Widow would make the perfect. I'm going to take these beautiful girls that are all very talented at what they can do and turn them into killing machines.
All right, so that's your Danger Girl.
A Danger Girl.
All right, my first will be the Max.
Of course, I knew you were going to go with the Max. That's why I avoided it completely. I was just like, I'm going to go somewhere that you wouldn't even venture towards.
Because I've been a
Max fan forever. Since you saw the cartoons.
Right.
And you're just like, wait, this is based on a comic?
Oh, shit.
Yep. Dude, I remember. I was there. I remember your infatuation with the Max. 94, I think, was when the Max first ran. Maybe late 93. I think I looked this up before.
I don't think I start seeing it until like 95.
Oh, the comic book was created in 93. 95 is when they got the show, I do believe.
Because I was an X-Men fan first.
95 is when the cartoon came out.
And that's when I started reading comic books. The comics. Because of the cartoon.
Right.
Alright, your second?
My second will be... God dang, this is a tough one. Well, since they're getting rid of Spider-Man, I say, fuck it. Get a hold of Todd McFarlane, get Spawn.
I was thinking that too, but...
Spawn would be a perfect add-in. Keep it dark. It would actually be amazing to see, bring him in after Doctor Strange, after, the contract with Benedict Cumberbatch stuff, and they have to get rid of Doctor Strange. Have Spawn be the new fucking Sorcerer Sanctorum, or what is that? What is Sorcerer
Supreme?
Sorcerer Supreme, because his cape looks exactly like Doctor Strange's cape. I mean, it fucking does. If you can see that back there, that cape back there is almost exactly like what Spawn's looks like. But it would be cool for it to attach to him, and then once it bonds to him, the chains start clank, 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 clank.
But Spawn's cape can flow for fucking miles.
Right, that's the thing. I think it would be cool to see have him, because he doesn't have the cape initially. He earns that. He earns it, and it would be a perfect way for him to earn the cape and merge it into the story where you're telling a totally different story, but then it merges with that power of Spawn. So it goes out, and instead of getting the gold tassel thing, he gets those big chains that come out.
I agree with you, but also
you would like to see him just as Spawn.
Spawn is getting
his own new movie, isn't he?
Spawn reboot.
Hell yeah.
As a horror movie.
Nice.
Again,
dude. Well, the new Doctor Strange is gonna be a horror movie. Wouldn't that be the fucking crazy twist? Is if the monsters of the multiverse, one of them's fucking Spawn
by the Insidious people. I believe. I'm pretty sure it's Insidious.
At this point, Todd McFarlane is still running yep, Blumhouse with.
So the Insidious.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so my second.
Jamie Foxx is gonna play fucking Spawn, dude. Jamie Foxx is gonna play. That is perfectly cast for the comic book. Holy shit.
Right.
And Jeremy Renner's gonna be in it, so he's probably gonna be the living cop buddy that helps him, his partner that realizes that that's who it is. The commissioner, he is Batman, more or less. Let's just get fucking real. Spawn is just a darker version of Batman that won't hesitate to just kill a motherfucker.
Well,
Venom. He's a mix of Venom and Spawn, or Venom and Batman.
Todd McFarlane worked on Batman.
Right. After Spawn, of course.
No, before.
After. It was because he developed Venom and then
before he would.
You're right. He was DC before he went Marvel.
Went to Marvel.
That's right. And then they wanted something done with the symbiote costume because it was still popular, but they wanted it off of Spider-Man. He's like, I got an idea, created Venom. They're like, that's awesome. He wanted to leave. He was like, I want to take Venom with me. They're like, no. He's like, fuck. So he just makes a new Venom that's even more badass.
All right, so I would take.
Why last? Your last?
I got two more.
Oh yeah. Okay, I did Spawn. That's right.
I'd also throw in as a comic book because I'd like to see Violator Clown.
Oh, dude, yes. Dude, I would like to see him as one of not Thanos, as one of Galactus's heralds. Could you imagine Violator Clown as Galactus's herald? Dude! He wouldn't say shit. He'd just come and have a good time before Galactus showed up. I would warn you, but what's the fun in that?
Alright, so my second pick, I would want to go with Wildcats, but that's DC now.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It is. That's right. They bought out
Jim Lee.
Yep. I was gonna say everything Jim Lee had came to DC. So yeah.
They bought Jim Lee and his properties. Basically.
Totally fair.
So I'm gonna go Witchblade.
Nice. Witchblade's a great one. They could pull in Tomb Raider because that's all a part of the same comic book franchise. Because they pulled Tomb Raider in somehow. Because Lara Croft was a Witchblade for a short burst. It is like, oh god, it's a great concept. I love the Witchblade concept overall.
I like the concept myself.
Yeah.
And the costumes and stuff.
Right.
The costumes.
I could see, I could see that being a way of resurrecting Natasha. Just have her fucking come back as a Witchblade. Have the fucking the shit fucking take her body over. It would be perfect.
Okay, your last one.
But this, I know, I'm vamping for time, honestly. Fuck. This is really fucking difficult because there's so many good ones that I want to say, but I'm gonna have to go with so fucking hard. Because I'm like, oh, that would be a great. Oh, that would be great. But that would be good. That would be cool too. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go with the Gen 13 world needs an MCU.
Yeah.
Treatment. They were never taken seriously as a comic, even though it was a very, very well written.
I had the first 5 issues.
I know I read the first few with you and then kept reading them over at Freddy's because he had a fucking fuck ton of them, and then I got into
I ended up trading my beat up number 1 for Uncanny 266,
Nice.
which is the first full Gambit.
Right? I can't argue with that, dude. Gen 13's good, but Gambit is better. But yeah, no, Gen 13, if we're going to reach outside of Marvel Comics, that's where I would want to see. It would be a great counterbalance to the mutants, the X-Men group, the mutant group of the X-Men. It would be, I mean, because they are kind of superhuman-ish, but they're more spy-y. They would fit in with the Shield really well.
They wanted it to be Generation 13.
Yeah.
But
Generation X.
Generation X had it first.
They had trademarked Generation every goddamn thing.
Generation X. So, like, crap, what are we going to call it now? Oh, we'll just make it Gene 13.
Makes sense to me. What's your final?
Alright. My final one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Kind of hard, though. That's a DC property now.
No.
You know it is. The next run of Ninja Turtle comics are coming out in the DC, under the DC banner. Because Image cut a deal with them to do the Batman Ninja Turtles thing, that they get the next, I think, 15 years of Ninja Turtles comics are going to be distributed by DC, so they are a DC property.
It's always been
Image. It's actually Laird. I think it's because Laird started writing for Superman.
Eastman Laird owned wasn't Image. It was.
Wasn't it Image? No, they had their own.
It was their own.
Yeah, they had their own.
Didn't they? And the reason that they were in like Injustice too is not because Image or DCU had bought them. It's
Mirage.
Mirage.
Oh wait, no, they're in IDW right now. Yeah, they're IDW.
Yeah, they're independent.
Yep.
The reason is they wanted to make more. They needed some more recognition. That's why they did the Batman versus Ninja Turtles.
They also have working relationship with both DC and Marvel, so it could very well happen that the Ninja Turtles would actually fit well into the Batman universe, like it did in the cartoon.
I think it could fit into either one.
Right.
I just would rather it's
go to Marvel.
Actually, if they work out the deal, I'd see it being a few years.
The Spider-Man?
With Spider-Man.
Oh, dude. Spider-Man and the Ninja Turtles would be a great crossover.
Right.
All New York.
And the New York setting seems more Spider-Man.
Actually, if they don't get Spider-Man, you know who still would be a great, and he's a New York-based superhero, Daredevil.
I was about to say Daredevil.
Fucking Daredevil and the Ninja Turtles would be a great.
Any of the
any of the Defenders.
Netflix.
Any of the Netflix Defenders. Yeah, Luke Cage. Dude, Defenders and Ninja Turtles, period. Right there would be, I would watch the fuck out of that.
And you don't watch that shit.
I don't. But I would love to see just one court scene with the fucking Ninja Turtles in one of the last fucking episodes of season 1. The Ninja Turtles all sitting in court because they've been arrested, and their fucking lawyer's Matt Murdock. Dude, no, I would love that.
Right.
He's defending fucking 4 mutant turtles, and they're like, they're monsters, and like, they're sentient. How they're smarter than you. This one built a blimp, for fuck's sake.
All right. Come on. You took a van, a POS, broken down van,
and turned it into a fucking pizza launcher. Sweet Jesus, like, the dumb one is smarter than most of you. Hey! Yeah. No.
I got the ugly one.
No, the joke would be, the dumb one is smarter than most of you, and Raph's like, Michelangelo's like, hey, Raph, they're talking about you. And Raph's just like, shut up. Because everybody knows that Mikey's the dumb one and Raph's the angry one.
Right.
Leo's the centered one and Donnie's the smart one. It's smart.
So that's my final picture.
I love it. I'm down. I dig it.
I just see the Marvel's version of New York.
Literally, yeah, because Marvel keeps themselves in the real world. They already deal with mutants. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would make perfect sense. Dude, could you imagine the Ninja Turtles as a part of the X-Men? That would be amazing. I would love to see that crossover where Xavier, like, something happens to Splinter. Like, Splinter gets kidnapped, so they have to team up with the X-Men. Huh?
Again. He always gets kidnapped.
But
he goes outside, he gets kidnapped.
Yep. But he gets...
You know what? Which makes no sense. He's a freaking master.
Martial arts master. How the hell do you keep getting kidnapped, bro? Especially by these little, like, ankle-biting robots.
I can kind of understand it with the Mousers. But the Foot Clan?
He should be flipping them every which way. Now, which Foot Clan would you have in the Marvel Universe? The robot version or the human version? I prefer the human version.
Human.
And it would make more sense to have the human version, because then it would be like a coalition against all mutants, not just the Ninja Turtles.
Right. It'd be
you could definitely make that...
It'd be like the Foot Clan from...
the movies.
The original 88?
No, 91.
No, it was 80s.
It was 90s.
No, it was 80s. I know it was... The first one was in the 80s.
I don't think so.
I'm positive on that.
I'm not, because I'm pretty sure I was in school, and I didn't start school until 1990.
That might have been the second one. Cause
no, I know I was definitely in school for the second one.
Is it
1990. Now, it was filmed in 89. That's why it totally has the 80s feel. Because it does. It feels like an 80s movie. It really does. I can see why you would think that.
No,
March 30th, 1990. It came out March 30th, 1990. So we saw it...
No, we went and seen it for my birthday.
I know.
With a bunch of...
All of us.
A bunch of friends, because it was for my birthday.
Yep.
At the Napoleon
Theater. Yep.
Cinema.
Right.
All right. Like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Until next time, keep it random and
peace.
Long world.